Hey guys, welcome back to the Profit Channel. In this channel, we talk about crypto, we talk about stocks, we talk about real estate. Today, I just wanted to touch base and talk about how to spot a recession that is about to happen because there's a lot of people that probably missed the whole opportunity of this recession. The whole market downturn that just happened. And if you've watched my videos previously, you've probably already made money because everything that I've spoke about is already up 20, 30, 40% right now. So but let's not talk about my predictions and what has come true, because if you watch my previous videos, um, it's all there. I spoke about exactly when I'm getting in, what I'm getting into. Yeah, I didn't talk about all the stocks that I'm into right now because that takes a lot of videos, but I spoke about few of the stocks that I'm into and when I got into them. So if you guys followed me, you probably are up, uh, you know, anywhere from 20, 30 to 40%. So that's not the point here. This video is to basically, in this video, I want to show you guys some of the early signs of the recession or any kind of bear market that happens, so that when it happens the next time, you're prepared in case you missed it this time. And if you weren't watching my videos and you missed it this time, well, you will catch it the next time. So all right, so how did I know that there was like a bear market coming and like there's a there's a recession coming? How did I know that? Well, there are some telltale signs that you have to look for, and only people in the know would know. So I'm letting you, in the secret right now, just to just so that when the next time this happens, you guys are already prepared and you can tell from the signs that are happening. So, all right, how did I know that the recession was going to happen or this bear market was going to happen? Okay, so there's a few signs. First sign was that there was a lot of businesses that were closing down. Okay, so there was a huge amount of businesses, like big businesses that were closed. Like if they had 200 locations, they were shutting down 150 locations. And this is all over the news. Like this is not something that this is not made up. Like this is something that you could Google. There was a lot of businesses that were shutting down. If they had 200 locations, they were shutting down 100 of them. That was the first sign. And then after that, so all these businesses that were shutting down, like say they had 100 stores and they were shutting 50 of them, that's a lot of layoffs. That's a lot of people losing their jobs, right? So that's one thing. And then the second thing was, and this is most important, and this is the secret. So there are websites like openinsider.com that you can go to, which will tell you all the insider buys and sells. So basically, all the um, directors, CFOs, CEOs, all these guys that are buying and selling at the time, they have to report it for the SEC. So then it comes on that. So anytime someone sells an insider, so that could be like a director or a CFO that sells a whole bunch of shares, they have to report it. And when they report it, it gets published. And when it gets published, it's on that site, Open Insider. That's just one of the sites. There's a whole bunch more, right? So you look at that and it tells you. I was looking, I watched that site every day religiously. And all I kept seeing was that Mark Zuckerberg was selling like billions of dollars worth of shares, like constantly, like almost every day, right? Billions of dollars worth of shares. And then I seen like the Walmart, Waltons, selling billions of shares. Same thing. I can just keep going, right? Like there's many examples. These guys kept selling shares. Like you have to wonder, why are all these billionaires already that are selling their shares? Like there has to be a reason, because they are involved with people that are higher up, and those higher up people, they know information. They have all these information that you and I don't have. So they get alerted first. Just think of it as like an alert system, right? We're at the lower tier of that system, and those guys are at top. So they get, they'll get notified first. Okay, there's a recession coming. Things are about to get really bad. Start selling your shares. Get rid of it right now. So that's what they do. So I kept seeing all these guys selling billions of dollars worth of shares. So I knew that something is wrong. Because why would someone be selling their shares if they believe in their company, right? So that was one thing. And then the other thing was, as I mentioned previously, was that they're closing stores. Now, the inflation goes higher. Whenever inflation goes high, the only way to kill inflation is to bring up interest rates. So when the interest rates go up, it's very typical that the all asset prices will go down. And the only way that, and they have to kill inflation, because if they don't kill inflation, they're going to be in a situation where there's going to be hyperinflation. And there are countries like Venezuela and things like that, and some countries in Africa that went through hyperinflation. So for them to avoid hyperinflation, they have to raise interest rates. When they raise interest rates, the asset prices come down. So, first things to get hit are stocks. And those are risky stocks, growth stocks. Those got hit, right? We saw that. Next thing to get hit is all the cryptocurrencies. We saw those get hit because they're down a lot. Like all these growth stocks and cryptocurrency are down, like some of them like 80 to 90%, right? Okay, so those are down now. Now the next thing that gets hit is all the value stocks. So these are the safe stocks, like like Walmart, Costco, Coke, and this and that. So they get hit. They're down now. And then the last thing, because it is lagging, because it takes lagging, meaning like it takes a long time for the effect to show. So cause and effect. The effect shows later. Cause is like higher interest rates. Effect is that lower prices. So we're seeing that now in like value stocks. We've seen that. Real estate is about to get hit. It's already hit. Like where I live and some of the cities around me, house prices from peak to trough are down like $300,000-$400,000. Like $300,000-$400,000 is a lot of money, man. So these are already hit. And the next things to go is like it's first all the risky stocks, then it's value stocks, then it's the real estate. That's like the last thing almost that gets hit. So but these things are already showing you signs, like before they happen. They're showing you, like real estate is about to get hit way harder, because all the interest rates are going up right now, and they have to get the interest rates even higher than what it is right now. And what does that mean for the real estate market and for the rest of the assets? Because borrowing is not cheap anymore. So you can't really borrow from a bank for, doesn't matter for what, if it's for buying cars or if it's buying any kind of assets or even real estate. Real estate has gone so high right now that people's mortgages have doubled. So when that happens, when it comes to renewals, people's mortgages are usually like, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and so on. And when it comes to renewals, a lot of people are about to renew. And so they're not going to be paying double, you know. So that's why, in my opinion, real estate is about to go down a lot more. And the reason why I say that is because they still have to raise rates in order to fight recession, or sorry, inflation, right? We are already in a recession. Okay, speaking of recession, like they keep saying, we may not be in a recession because the job market is strong, the economy. But listen, the actual technical way to tell a recession is having two negative GDPs in a row. So first quarter, second quarter, both been negative. We're already in a recession, and if you watch my previous videos, I keep telling you we've already been in a recession, right? And well, if you've watched my previous videos, you're probably up already like 20 to 40% on all the stocks that you've bought when I was mentioning them. But that is a way to, in conclusion, the way to tell that there's a recession coming is you have to look for all these companies that are shutting down locations, laying off people. Then you got to look for inflation that's going up, and then the interest rates keep going up. And then also, right now, we're in mass layoff sort of sector of this whole chart here, because right now there's a lot of people getting laid off right now, and all these people that are getting laid off, they're unable to afford their homes, they're unable to afford cars. And speaking of cars, like look at cars. If you want to buy a car right now or real estate, you should wait, because real estate obviously is going to go down, since the interest rates have to keep going up in order to fight inflation, right? So when that happens, house prices are going to drop. And then if you're buying a car right now, you shouldn't be, because all these vehicles that people bought when stimulus checks were going on, while people were getting money from the government for doing nothing, those people, a lot of younger people went and bought cars, just like paying them, whatever, 500-600 bucks a month for leases, and keeping the rest, because they were getting paid like almost 1,800-1,900 bucks a month. And all those stimulus checks have been stopped right now. So if you look at all these repossession sites that they have, where they collect all the cars that the people are unable to pay and they tow them away, those are like full right now. It's full to a point where they're buying land next to it to expand, right? So all these cars are going to hit the market at one time. And all the chip shortages that we were talking about with the supply chain issues, they're getting resolved. So all of a sudden, there's going to be a huge inventory of new cars or old cars that have been repossessed. So there's going to be, man, this is going to get ugly. So if you're buying a car, wait. If you're buying a house, wait. Obviously, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's just, these are my opinions, what I'm telling you to do. I'm not telling you to do, actually. It's, you have to do your own research and your own due diligence, but hopefully this video is going to help you with that. But yeah, so these are some of the signs. So for next time when there's a recession happening, these are the signs that you have to look for. if it, and let me tell you something, okay? So there's an easier way to tell if there's a recession happening and when. So if you ever wonder when should I sell and when should I buy and you don't know nothing about the stock market, let me tell you, this is the best advice ever. So there's a greed there's a greed fear and greed index. Okay, so you can Google this. So there's a fear and greed index. So for example, if you have no clue and you don't want to go through the research and you don't want to look for these signs and you just want to know when I should sell and when I should buy, there's a fear and greed index that you can research. And if it's at all time high, when everyone is greedy, you should sell. When this thing is all time low and everyone is in a fear, which is what I did, I bought at fear. Everyone was in a fear. This thing was like at 9, so it goes to 100. This thing was at 9, so that means max fear. That's when I started buying. Well, actually, I bought a little bit before that, but like at 9, I started buying heavy. So all the stocks and crypto that I've bought so far during that max fear is already in the money. So just if you don't know nothing about when to, oh, I have to look for this sign or I have to look for that sign, don't worry about it. Just go Google fear and greed index, and then if it's at all-time high greed, sell, and then when it's at all-time low fear, buy. It's so simple. Like, if you just do that, you'll make a lot of money. But anyways, I don't want to keep this video too long. If you think that this has been beneficial to you, please make sure you like and subscribe. That would help the channel. It's a small channel, small community. We're trying to grow it. Anything that I get from this channel is going to go to the charity. But I just want to, keep you guys in the loop that if you're buying a car, if you're buying a house right now, um, I would wait. I would wait, and I am waiting. But when it comes to stocks, if you missed the bottom, I mean, for all we know, this could be like a relief rally. There could be another downturn. It doesn't matter. If you keep DCAing, dollar cost averaging, you should be fine anyway. And when things go to like 9 in the fear index, that's where I would triple, if not quadruple, my investing. Even if I'm trying to buy all the time over like 20 years, 30 years, I would put more money in it when everyone is scared. I would put more money in it, and then when everyone is happy, whatever, whatever, I would either sell or put like average money into it. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if there's anything. There's a guy that wanted me to talk about XRP. I'll do a video on that soon. That's one of my subscribers right now. Don't worry, bro. I haven't forgotten you. I'll do a video soon. Just I'm so busy running a couple of businesses and stuff like that. It's just, and then doing like YouTube videos. It's kind of hard. But I'll do one for you. And hope everything goes well. Take care, guys.